Working the corporate job in Toronto, that makes a lot of sense.
I can't
Sup,
some smart
everybody?
shit.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah,
I was
pretty
with you all day,
good.
man. You know my answer.
Fuck you,
I
Bezo.
love the music. It's
Fuck you
very.
too, man.
Fuck you and your mother. Fuck you.
Now,
God.
is everybody happy and ready to start?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
I'm
I'm
down
dying
over.
to see how the inside of Strahd's castle looks.
Who wants to start
And we
us
haven't
off
even-
with a little background?
Are
what
we
happened?
there? We're not there, are we? Hold on. Are we there?
No.
Oh well, apparently we're in some part of his dungeon. So.
Oopsies, I got
We
the
are?
wrong place for you
No,
guys.
that's the hall. That's the hallway.
Oh my
we've
God.
been for.
That's the wrong number.
Okay, while Cam was doing research at work during lunch, I just peeked my head over a little bit and see all the goodies.
Guys, I have exciting news. We got a trampoline for our house yesterday.
Hey, that's cool.
That's sick.
You guys are gonna have to come try it out
Anywho's
without breaking it.
I'll try it out in the summer. I'm not trying it in the winter.
Oh, good.
Alright, who wants to give us a rundown of what happened last session?
This old man is going to sacrifice himself for no reason.
Oh. Rictavio wants to go and that dress off, right?
I feel bad for this old man. He's just going to die.
Maybe.
So nobody wants to give a rundown? You want me to?
Yeah.
Rictavio's
I
gonna
don't
give the
remember.
dress
That'd be
to
nice.
Strahd.
Okay. So, last session, the party went to Valaki to find a wedding dress for the abbot. After searching around for a bit, you guys discovered that there wasn't necessarily anybody who could make a dress in time for you within the town of Valaki. However, with a stroke of luck, you did discover that the recently deceased burgomaster's wife had a very nice dress in her house, which was now being taken care of by Ismark. After a bit of speaking with a quite distraught Ismark, you convinced him to hand over the dress, and you got ready to head on your way back to Kresk. On the way, Stefanos voiced his opinion to head back over to the Old Wizard Tower, where Rictavio actually told him that he should meet in case he wanted to speak further. After making your way to the tower and meeting Rictavio out front, as flamboyant as ever, you headed inside and made quite the discovery that Rictavio is not quite who he has been saying he was for the past week or so that you've known him. Turns out, Rictavio is a vampire hunter named Rudolph Van Richten, who had traveled to Barovia in order to hunt Count Strahd von Zarovich in his home base. However, the years have gotten to Van Richten, and it's proved that he cannot do this alone. Inside the tower, much was discussed, but it ended off with a plan being formed. Rictavio acting as the distraction while the rest of the party went into Castle Ravenloft, hopefully while the Count was not home, in order to search for his tomb in his resting place, the one place that Rictavio says he can be truly killed. Does that sound about right?
Wow, that was
Yeah, that
well
was
done.
good.
God, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Magnificent.
Okay. Well,
Golf clap.
Magnificent! Oh, jolly old good sir!
we pick back up at Van Richten's tower. Rictavio is now in possession of the dress, and you're at the end of formulating a plan. Yeah, I think you guys said you were planning on heading out either tonight or today. When was it?
What time is it right now?
It's still about midday, early morning, probably, or like the late morning. Sorry.
And
Can
when
I?
is the meeting?
Well, that's what is being decided right now. You see,
Wait,
Rictavio, now in possession of the dress, looks to you and goes, "Okay, well, now that we have a plan, when do you want to get going? It's probably better to do it sooner rather than later. Best not to keep the abbot waiting."
Well,
Where is or how far is Kresk from here, and how far is Castle Ravenloft? Like
Well,
if we both left right now.
you see Rictavio kind of reaches into one of the pouches in his jacket and pulls out a small folded piece of paper, which he slowly unfolds into a large map of Barovia, much like the one that you guys also have. Kind of getting out a bit of a measuring tool and looking, he goes, "Looks to be about an hour's travel from my tower here to Kresk. However, your travel all the way to the gates of Ravenloft will probably take you around 4. So,
we're gonna need a head start then.
Yeah. Well,
Rictavio,
oh,
how do you plan on keeping this man busy? I must confess, and there is another issue at hand. How would we know that Strahd has left his castle and that he is engaging you?
well, that I don't necessarily know. I will try and keep him occupied as much as I can. I do know he's quite invested in himself and likes to um, showboat and almost play with his people he believes is lower than him. So I hope to keep him
And
occupied as much as I can in that way. For knowing if he's in
You're
his
gonna let him
castle or
play with you?
not, uh, I'm not quite sure.
well,
You see, thinks for a second, goes, "You know what? I might have a solution for that." And he reaches into his jacket and into another one of the many, many pouches that he has, and pulls out a set of
don't
2
tell me.
polished small stones.
Yeah, sending stones!
He goes,
Yay!
"I can use these to contact you when Strahd has arriven
no.
at Kresk, and I am in sight of him."
Riven?
Arrived. um,
He's trying, okay? This is old English that we're working with here.
Sorry.
He is arisen!
he hands one of the standing stones to you, Cora, and kind of looks at you and goes, "Take good care of it, and try not to message too much. Only use it in the dire emergency, okay?"
You got any other trinkets in
Okay.
there that we could use?
Yeah. Any more to spare, bud?
Kind of gives a thought. and
Seeing as we're trying to kill him and all,
For combat, I don't have much on me. However, I do have the
Well,
old
not necessarily combat.
odds and ends, but I do believe I will need most of my trinkets to give myself the best chance of survival here. I think you, looking at, he kind of looks you guys up and down. You're quite well equipped. I do believe you're probably in a better state than I am if you have an encounter with him, but I'm mostly going to try and keep it peaceful and diplomatic if I can.
I do wish you best of luck, Rictavio. Though I don't believe you have much of a chance coming out of there alive if you do meet Strahd. This will probably be the last time we see you. Which leads me to 2 more questions, if you don't mind, and perhaps
What a depressing note.
perhaps a favor. That will hopefully allow us to defeat Strahd. The first is actually it's only one question. That's my
Give me your
bad.
gold.
You answered the first one with the sending stones. The question I have and the favor I have is: do you have a spell that allows you to locate someone?
Not necessarily a person. I can locate an object within a small range if that is what you're looking for. How come?
Well, we are missing a party member at the moment. And I was, well, I was on the, I was hoping that you would have a way to find him.
Poor Norvin.
You see as Van Richten kind of looks a bit,
Thanks, buddy.
looks down a bit, and I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be much of use for that. Especially as my magic is more for infiltration and support, not as much for
He's a bard.
niche
Boom.
practical uses such as that. I'm less of a wizard and more of a person of the holy arts, I'd say.
Oh, he does
Just say
bard
you're
so
a
fast.
bard.
That makes
Boom.
sense.
Do you have holy water
Really?
we can borrow?
We have a whole bunch of bottles, don't we?
We do.
Yep.
Only a few vials I keep on myself at all times. I'm not willing to give those up to you, I'm sorry.
Do you know how to make some?
The only way I
With a-
know that holy water can be made is for some sort of priest or high cleric to bless the water inside of a church of their god.
Or an abbot.
Potentially, but I'm not quite so sure about that man. Holy or not, he does have some sort of divine sense to him.
How many
Did you,
bottles, guys, do we have left of the holy water?
I have one bottle on me.
Because
What do
It's
you
in Norvin's
I-
arm still.
you guys have holy water? Where'd you get that?
Yeah. The what you call
Crest.
It's the water from the spring in Kresk.
Is that actual holy water? Is it?
Yeah, it's actual
What?
it's actual holy
Oh my
water.
god.
I know. We should revisit and stock up whenever we need.
Yep.
We have to go back
Um,
to Kresk.
I do oh, what was the other thing? Never mind.
Octavia, did you get your holy water from in the fog, or was it outside of the mist?
No, I've
With
had this
it.
on me. I always keep some on me at all times. This I luckily haven't had to use since I've been in the mist, so I'm running quite
Right.
low. I came with quite a bit more when I first came here. However,
enough.
anyways, I guess this will be hopefully not goodbye, but I am more of a realistic man myself. But I bid you the greatest luck, and may the Morning Lord be on your side, as the Barovians would say. You better get going and get a bit of a head start while I pack up my things and get ready to head out. You see as he goes and starts kind of rummaging through some of his belongings, kind of going through the bed, packing up the bits and bobs that he needs. Not much is left in this tower, but you see he kind of starts packing up and getting everything ready. What would you guys like to do?
Rictavio.
For today.
Yes.
There's a map that Esmeralda showed us, and it seemed to mention something about werewolves just on the other side of this lake that we are by. What do you know of these creatures? Is there a civilization of them? Or are
As
they
he's kind of,
just random?
rummaging through his things, he says over his shoulder, "Oh, the werewolves. I haven't actually had an interaction with them, luckily yet, but I've been hearing tales that they've been abducting many children all across Barovia, so it's not a pressing issue, though. More pressing we get through with our plan now."
Fair. I guess this man has his priorities. All right.
It's just children, man. It's
It's
just
just
children.
children. Cora, did you hear that?
Rictavio kind of stops packing up
Too traumatized.
and turns to you all and goes, "You do understand that these werewolves and these children are the least of our issues. If we can get rid of the evil at the root of its cause, we might be able to dispel this whole horrific nightmare from all the people in Barovia."
That is the plan. You're right. I'm sorry that we jested.
And he kind of,
We merely jest.
"Now, go. You have to get going, or you'll lose light before you get there."
Did we give him the
And we'll
dress?
start walking.
Go!
I showed
Leave.
You-
Get out of here.
Ducking call, man. What are you waiting
trying
for?
to get the thing to work.
Did you
Pardon?
give him the dress? Did you give him the dress?
Yeah, he's
Did you
got
give
the
him
dress.
Sweet.
Sorry, Josh, what was
Oh.
that?
I showed like down or something to get it to go down.
Yeah, you see as Bagong steps onto the platform and says, "Down." The platform slowly begins to move creakily as it lowers him down towards the bottom of the tower.
Gonna head out to that cart.
Think.
Right.
Going
Yeah.
down.
Do you all follow behind, I'm guessing?
I'd like to
Yeah.
go last before I. Well, actually,
Yeah.
wait. Before, wait. Guys. I feel like group huddle. I guess Begong's gone, but like, wait, group huddle just for a second. Okay, I gather everyone around. Okay, you're kind of not included in this, Dragon Man, because you were not here. But I suppose for my fellow gnome and my other elf friend. Actually, you weren't here. But Cora, come here. I bring Cora off to the side. Okay, Cora, seeing as Begong is down. We have those elixirs that allow us to leave. I don't intend on leaving anytime soon, especially if I cannot bring Begong with me. And at this point, I feel a sense of duty to try and save this land. Do we give this elixir to Rictavio so that he has a chance to escape?
Can't he leave the mist?
He can't. No one can, except for Strahd and the Vistani. But with the elixir, he can. So should we give it to him?
We have two.
We have two.
We have 3. I thought we had 3.
No, we
No,
have two.
it's two.
That we have two.
Oh, rip.
Wait, did we have three?
You had 2.
No.
Oh, we had 3.
We have two.
Okay, yeah, I'm
No,
not saying.
I had one, I think.
Oh,
No, Norvin didn't have.
We have
No, it was
one.
a total of two. Yeah.
No.
Oh, really?
okay. Do we give him an elixir? That's a good question.
See, this Begong is
He's kind
gone.
of walking to his death. We're kind of sending him to his death.
Well,
Might as well give him
He
a
seems
fighting
at peace.
chance.
He seems at peace with that.
I mean,
Can you just
yeah.
take the elixir and walk anywhere through the mist and call it a day?
Yeah. Well, from what we've heard, yes, he could just call it a day. Unless Strahd decides to end his day before he chooses to use it, but we don't know.
Well, what are we gonna do with two at the moment? There's nothing to do with two.
Well, there's nothing to do
Exactly.
with any, unless you feel like unless you feel like saving your character and coming back as a new one, but that's up to you.
You know
We
what?
went from the in-game and went metagame there, and now we're coming back. What do you think, Cor?
We're coming back.
We hope this old man have a chance of survival.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why don't we just
Okay.
ask him? I know I'm not part of you.
Yeah. We can. Okay.
As me and
Why
Cora
not
having
just-
this serious conversation in the corner, the snout of like a yellow copper dragon
Creep
comes
on
into
him.
view and just says,
Why
You
not
can just
just
ask him.
ask him what he would prefer?
Oh my god, what are you doing here? Oh my god, leave, go away.
Alright, okay.
Hey, this isn't about this conversation doesn't concern you, big dragon lizard.
Slowly backs away.
Oh,
We,
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I
we
don't
could
know how.
ask him.
Oh, I don't know. It's that guy's so weird. He's
You
too
guys are
good.
talking rather loud.
Something about his insane honor code.
Okay, do we do it, Cora?
We should ask him.
Okay, Rictavio.
And as he's like kind of packing up his things, almost lost in thought, he goes, "Yes, Stephanos. Anything you need?" And continues packing up his things.
Well, it's a question of whether you might need this. Rictavio, would you like the ability to leave this place and traverse the mist?
You see his hands stop moving, and he just staring at what he was doing for a second. And he goes, What do you mean by that?"
I
We've
mean,
done a few
exactly that.
favors for some important people.
If you so
We
wish.
can maybe help you with that.
Are you telling me you have a way to leave the mists and you haven't taken it already?
It's more complicated than that.
Do tell.
Yes, as my gnome so charismatic.
I'm not a
She's
gnome.
a halfling.
A halfling, as my fellow halfling, so
Wow, he straight up called me a
sweetly
gnome.
put.
Yeah.
It's never mind how we got it or why we're not using it. We are asking you, would you like to use it
What
after
is
you've given us
this?
time?
Is it a route or a deal you've made?
I pull out
Elixir.
the elixir and I wiggle it around over Cora's head.
He kind of reaches out a hand to kind of take it from you to take a look. As he takes a look at it, really thinking over. And you're sure this can get you out?
I have absolutely
Octavio,
no idea. But
are you
this was
processed right
given
now?
by the Dusk Elves. Or sorry, no, this was given by the Vistani, who what you must not tell anyone, for I fear that they will die if it is found out about this, but it was a favor for saving one of the children of theirs. One of the Vistani children. He was only able to give us 2, but this is what allows them to leave and traverse the mist. So he says. Whether it's true or not, I can't tell you for certain, as we've never tested it out.
Interesting. I know very little about how the Vistani are able to traverse the mist, but I never expected it to be something as simple as this. Either way,
Why wouldn't you?
I can't take this, as he kind of hands it back to you. I've lived my life fully already, and I'm ready to give it now for your cause. Keep it for yourself in case you ever need it. If it's down to the last of you, one of you can at least escape and tell others never to come here and to leave this land for the dread it's destined for.
I just put my hand on his shoulder and I was like, I knew you're at peace with death. It's all good.
Right.
Now enough of this sap talk. You're gonna get me emotional before such a treacherous journey. We should make haste before we lose light. I'd hate to see you not even make it to the castle. Traveling this Folic road can be quite treacherous in the nighttime.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get hoofing it.
May the
Bye, Octavio.
morning lord shine in your favor. I say as I leave.
Yeah, you all each take
We're
the
gonna go
lift
join
down,
Bagan.
one at a time, as Rictavio seemingly tries to ignore you as much, but you kind of notice that he is a little bit, in his thoughts, a bit lost at the prospect of what's happening. But you leave him to the top of the tower, and as you head outside, you see Esmeralda waiting, sitting on the edge of her wagon, as she looks up and goes, "All right, well, Van Richten told me the plan, and I guess that's what we must do. We can take my wagon here all the way to the castle, but it's quite a long journey, so we should head as soon as possible.
Well
Let's
then,
You, Finn.
yes, let's not delay. I say as I jump in. Actually, as I walk, is there room for all of us, or are we going to have to search this fucking wagon?
So
I got my own.
Please tell
you
me
see,
2 people can sit up front.
2 people can fit on the front, but you see as Esmeralda looks to you and goes, "Yes, I'm sorry I wasn't as open to letting you into my things as I could have been, but there is room inside the wagon. I just have to get in to unlock it." And you see as she climbs underneath the wagon, and you hear the sound of a latch open. You kind of see as she crawls in through the bottom of the wagon, and then you hear quite a few more latches unlocking from the back of the wagon as the 2 back doors swing open. Give me a second. Let me just. I have an image. You see inside the wagon. You see littered inside is many different glowing, kind of yellowish golden vials, all kind of suspended, hanging from the roof. You see, as it's a little bit cramped in, as the wagon's packed with many different supplies and different tools and things that Esmeralda has been using to travel across the land and kind of almost survive out of her wagon. Y'all can, about 3 or 4 of you could fit in the back, but I do recommend be as careful as you can. This wagon is trapped to the teeth, and any small impact or disturbance to these vials could prove fatal for all of us. Bagong, you notice that these vials are the very same ones you saw hanging in the Vistani wagon back at Madame Eva, the Tassar pool. These are probably about 100 vials of alchemist fire strapped into the wagon. Anybody who wants to ride in the back, feel free. If it doesn't feel too comfortable for you, feel free to ride a horse or walk. You see as she walks back over to the front of the wagon, sits on, kind of pats the side seat for whoever wants to come sit with her, and says her command word as 2 spectral steeds are summoned, ready to pull the wagon wherever you need to go.
Okay, well, I just watch as Cora makes herself at home beside Esmeralda. And I see as Finn makes his way inside the cart littered with vials that would blow us all to smithereens. And I look at
grow a
Rogar.
pair and get in.
No, I got Mustang. I look at Rogar and I say, "Hey, I think there's a bit extra room in there if you wanna hop in there and get cozy with those vials."
I'm going to summon my spectral steed, just staring at him.
Okay, go fuck yourself. I go and I hop on my normal horse and I give it a pat on the head.
And
I'm gonna
Bagong
ask
there.
Esmeralda if I could snag a
Esmeralda.
few of these bottles.
Hold up. Is
Uh,
there anything in the cart that we would be able to use as gear in our
Let me see.
little recon?
Probably all the bottles, probably everything in there.
Well, many of the
Maybe.
bottles are like strapped to the wagon, and you can see that they are pretty much set up as a trap for anybody who goes into it. Esmeralda kind of looks at you and goes, "The vials are off limit. However, I do have a bit of equipment that might be of use. Give me 1 second here. There is inside my wagon, I have a few things. I've got a battle axe. She goes over to like a wooden trunk that's kind of tucked in the very back. She opens it
Ooh.
up, and inside you see there's a battle axe, a flail, a morning star, a small, what looks to be like a light crossbow. As she holds up a big handful of silver bolts with a smile, going, "These might be useful."
Ooh.
Tosses them over to Bagong. Do you have a crossbow?
+1. I have a hand crossbow.
Yeah, so those would work. They're just silvered bolts, regular silver bolts, but good against vampires and lycanthropes of sorts. As well as
Wait,
you see. Pardon?
do I get any crossbow itself or just bolts?
Well, you can have the light crossbow if you'd like as well, but your hand crossbow seems it would be doing with those. But feel free to whatever you need in here. I have a couple vials of holy water if needed, and she pulls out. You see
Ooh.
this. She has 3 vials of holy water. Few, and she's kind of like digging through. She goes, a few vials of antitoxin, rope. Got a mirror. She pulls out a big like
Mirror.
wooden stake, and she's like, "This might be useful." A couple spell
What does the
scrolls
mirror
that she
look
just
like?
starts. It's just a small steel mirror. Got a little bit beat up, a little bit scuffed on the edges, but still works.
What kind of what
You see-
spell scroll does
I've got a spell scroll of, I think
she
this
just
is.
talk?
She kind of opens it up, gives it a quick read, and goes, "This one's remove curse.
Can I have that?
This
Can
one
I have
is-
that? I say.
Mirror image here." Kind of tosses it over. Other than that, there's not much else. I don't think we'd be of use here. I've got a climber's kit
Okay,
if we
person.
need to be scaling anything, or even a healer's kit or a poisoner's kit as well.
I see a locate object or locate person spell in there for Stephanos.
No sets of locate person or object, but yeah, nothing much of anything else.
Nothing much.
Oh darn.
Yes, yeah, that's about all I have that might be useful here. You see inside also there's a little wooden cage that's kind of in the back corner with a little chicken in it. Inside there's also a silver like pendant that's kind of hanging off of the chicken. You see there's a tiny wooden box with a set of Taraka cards that are wrapped in silk. Hanging from the walls you see multiple sets of copper pots and pans. Kind of on one of the side tables you see 3 sets of manacles that could be used to, bound people. You see a small shovel as well, and then multiple different just like kind of crates and things scattered about. But she looks at you and goes, "Take a seat anywhere you need. You're more than welcome. It's going to be a long journey, so might as well make yourself comfortable. Just remember, don't touch
Wait.
anything on the walls. The vials are very, very sensitive."
If
Yeah.
you TPK us in this garage, I'll be so pissed.
With that, she
Does
gives a
anyone
quick
wanna
smile.
take that mirror image?
Pardon?
No. Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's not mirror image. It's major image.
Major.
What's
Oh,
a major
okay.
image?
Oh,
Is that?
is that just a bigger illusion?
Yeah, it's like a better illusion spell.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, we should get going. Van Richten will probably head out after us. Did he give any way to contact you?
Yes.
Yeah, he gave us. Which one of us did he give that sending stone?
Me.
He gave
Me.
Cora a sending stone.
Why did you say it like that?
She kind of
Lowest charisma.
takes a
Lowest
look and goes,
charisma gets-
very good. Okay. I think our best course of action going from here would be to stake out the tower just near the base of the hill and wait for the signal from Van Richten just to know that it is safe for us to travel.
Well, let's hope that if we don't get seen, Let's see how this goes. But I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's get out of
So,
here.
who's piling into the wagon? Who's riding horses? I know Rogar is riding his spectral steed. Stephanos is riding the horse, and you, Bagong and Finn are in the back of the carriage.
Yep.
So yeah, she
You know it.
as you guys
We're
are
nice and comfy.
seated inside the carriage, Esmeralda comes around the back, holding the door, gives one last look, goes, and remember, please do not touch anything, with a bit of a smile as she shuts the door. You hear from inside the carriage, you guys begin moving. You head down the path from the old Wizard's Tower out to the main road of Barovia. The weather seems still, almost calm today as you head down. Dark clouds still roll overhead, but the forest seems oddly quiet as you head down the Svalik Road. Where is your little horse icon? Here it is. I'll make it a little bigger so you can see it, but let's focus ping everybody here. As you begin heading down the road, is there anything you guys want to do along the journey?
I'm just gonna woodwork while we're doing that.
Right on.
I'm just gonna pray. That's all I can do.
After about an hour, you finally begin to approach the eastern or western end of the town of Vallaki. You see that the guards standing out front, over kind of tucked in the forest, pay you little attention as you continue passing by. It's almost eerie as you travel through the forest, as the cacophony of, wolves' howls and birds screeching and things are oddly absent, and the land seems almost still as you travel down the Svalik Road.
Can we be on?
Those were here.
Oh wait, no, we're inside. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm
As
just
you
looking
guys,
out. I'm sightseeing.
after about another hour,
Yep.
you eventually come past the wreckage of what looks to be an old windmill. Finn, Rogar, and Stephanos, you don't recognize this place, but Cora, as the only one, or Finn, I guess you're not there. There are small windows on the sides of the wagon that you can kind of see out of, but they are covered by drapes on the inside, so you have to kind of move them across to see. But after a little while, you eventually come to the gates of Barovia. This large stone gates. Fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you, and ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming in the gray fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework, and dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. You see two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet, and they greet you only with silence. You see as the large gates slowly begin to creak and open as you approach, letting you through as you finally, in your third hour of travel, arrive at the base of the mountain towards Castle Ravenloft.
I look at Esmeralda and say, so undercover, yes? Without being seen?
You see as Esmeralda stops her wagon and kind of halts the group at the base of these gates and goes, "Well, I'm not sure if these gates hold any relation to Strahd himself, but I do know they often open for any approaches, so we shouldn't count this as him knowing we're here, but it's best we take cover while we wait for the message from Rictavio, or Van Richten,
All
sorry.
right.
What would you guys like to do? The gates themselves are right on the edge of the forest line. There are quite a few places you could try and hide, if you'd like, heading a bit into the Svolok woods. It just might be difficult getting the carriage itself inside those woods, as they're quite dense and thick.
Describe the area. So we're on the edge of these woods, but then past these gates, is it just all hilly?
So yeah, after coming out of these gates, you see going. The road splits into two directions. The road going south heads more downwards, down a slope down the side of the mountain, and the road going leftward kind of swirls its way. You see as it climbs that like hundreds and hundreds of feet all the way, ending up at the peak of Castle Ravenloft quite clearly. You see Castle Ravenloft is enshrouded in dark clouds, and you see flashes of lightning and things almost entirely focused on the castle itself, whereas the land around is kind of devoid of any heavy rainfall or weather like that. The area you're in, you're right on the edge of the forest. The path kind of comes out to these large stone gates. Behind you, the fog-filled forest sits quietly. Ahead of you, you see as the fog kind of clings to the ground, but there's a lot more open space heading towards the castle. You can tell that the castle was built in quite a defensible position. Many of the trees and things were all clear cut, so that there's an open view from the castle all the way down to the base of the hill.
I say we camp out by the Svolok woods. I think that gives us the most cover. We'll have to... Rogar, you're going to have to help me move this carriage a little bit further, or at least cover it with some shrubbery and leaves, so that it can stay somewhat hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not too difficult for you all to hide, just head into the forest, out of sight. However, the carriage itself proves a little bit more difficult to hide. Its bright colors and bright paint don't quite blend in with the natural foliage of the Svolok woods. However, after
We're
taking a
gonna
bit of...
start, oh yeah.
Pardon? Go ahead.
Oh, we're just gonna start covering it in foliage,
Yeah. After
like
um,
bunches of leaves,
after
sticks.
a bit of work, you are able to, kind of shift the wagon into the woods a little bit and cover it up. Where would you all like to kind of hide and, make a bit of camp while you wait? Would you like to go deep into the forest or kind of more just on the edge?
More on the edge.
Can we just go right next to the wagon itself, like right behind it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'd like to climb up in a tree. Maybe a couple meters into the woods, and that's where I'm gonna stay perked.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go back into the wagon.
Yeah, definitely. You all
Yeah.
kind of find your areas to wait as you see Stefanos in his heavy armor eventually finds a short enough tree that he can kind of pull himself up and get up in there, seated nicely. But the leaves and the thick, dense branches kind of hide his large frame in the trees. The rest of you kind of gather around the back of the wagon, sitting in the foliage. Can you all make me a stealth check, please? Stefanos, you don't have to make it in disadvantage being in that tree, but Rogar, you will have to.
Sweet. Okay.
Oh, can I just not go in the tree? Can I just be by the wagon?
Yeah, you're not in
Okay, I
it.
got 10.
Okay.
Natural
Damn.
20. Hey.
Okay, so he's invisible.
Oh. Oh. All right.
And Bagong? Oh, Bagong, I guess, is inside the wagon, so not much of a stealth check needed there.
It's also just not working right now for some reason. I'm gonna. Oh, there we go. I mean, I guess it's not needed, but
Perfect. You all kind of, hide behind whatever little shrubbery and foliage you can while you sit and wait. After about, 15 or 15, 20 minutes or so, Cora and Finn, you see coming down the Sphalic Road a dark black carriage surrounded by swarms of what look to be flying creatures, bats, you would assume, but it's a little bit too far to tell now. It slowly makes its way down the Sphalic Road before stopping right before the gates of Barovia. You see as the gates themselves swing open towards this carriage, allowing its passage through as it begins to make its way towards the Sphalic Woods. The wagon comes by to pass. As the wagon comes by to pass down the carriage where you guys are hiding, the thin path makes it so they pass maybe 15 feet away from the carriage itself. You see as it meanders around, the swarms of bats encircling, flying in all different directions, almost clouding any view of the actual wagon itself. However, Cora, as you are taking a look at these bats that are, swarming the carriage itself, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Wait, if this is a charm, I got it. How close are we?
Are you within 10 feet of her?
I don't know. Am I? I don't.
You can be, yeah, definitely.
Alright. Then, yeah, I'm within 10 feet of her.
Yeah. You see Cora as one of these bats that is flying around. You see a quick flash of red as its eyes spark up and connect with yours as you feel an energy come over you. But as quickly as it comes onto you, you feel the aura emanating from your companion Rogar almost push it down and push it out of your mind as the carriage continues to move on, leaving you behind. You watch as it slowly but surely makes its way through the Sphalic Woods, the mist almost coming as close as it can to it, but never quite reaching the wagon as it doesn't seem to dare get that close to it. As the wagon continues its path on, slowly disappearing around the corner.
Damn.
I do believe
Well, I almost got charmed.
that's our cue.
Should we give
how
it a
far-
minute?
Yeah, how far away is the wagon now after about...
The wagon's now disappeared. It's like kind of went around this corner and you can't quite see it anymore.
Okay, I hop out of my tree, as subtle as a giant half-orc in full chain armor can do. And, boom! Guys, we snuck past it. Shall we continue?
yeah, I'll come out of the cart.
You see as Esmeralda looks over to the group and goes,
Are we waiting for a message from Rictavio?
"You haven't heard anything from him yet, no."
No.
Well, yeah, he just left, so that tracks.
It's been about 3 hours since you were at the tower with Rictavio, as you finally kind of made it to the base. However, no message from him yet. You see as Esmeralda kind of coming out, you see as she almost appears out from one of these bushes, as she had almost disappeared into it. You forgot she was even there for a second as she comes out and goes, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I have a slight feeling that he knows we're here. It was a little hard for us, me at least, to believe that he didn't notice us as he passed us there. Has everybody got that feeling as well?
He always knows.
I
Yes.
I had that feeling since we left Rictavio's tower. But I'm glad to know that
Oh,
he
we
still
should've-
loves to play with us. I mean, I guess our mission is to try and find his crypt, but no more than that, for I don't think we can do much more. This is his castle. We're gonna be lucky if we can get out of here unscathed. The what?
Esmeralda looks back to you and goes, yes, that is goal number 1. Find his tomb as fast as we can and get out as quickly as possible. I don't remember much about being in there. It was quite hectic, but I do remember it was a bit of a hellhole. I don't even think I made it past the first floor. But there's many things
Well-
not quite as evil as Strahd in there, but horrors that I'd rather not experience. So I say we get a
Well
move
done.
on. If Strahd is giving us the grace to go into his home, then we might as well take it while he still extends it.
He kind of thinks we're losers.
Well,
For now,
I'm
yeah.
gonna booming blade salamander.
you know that only lasts for 10
Mhm.
minutes, right?
10 minutes. I thought it was 1 hour.
Oh, it might be an hour, yeah. You're still about a half hour's travel away from the castle
Oh,
itself.
okay. I'm gonna wait until right before we go in.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Perfect.
Well,
You see as
best luck.
Esmeralda gets up on the wagon, says her command word quietly this time as she's kind of still looking over her shoulder. You can see that encounter almost spooked her a little bit, but she's ready to go. And you all continue your journey up towards Castle Ravenloft. As you head up the path, Finn and Cora, it is quite Cora especially. It's quite clear to you that all of the foliage on the ground is withered and dead. It's almost a stark contrast, even to the decrepit land of Barovia. The area around the castle itself is devoid of almost any life. You can see only small thorny briars and things like that are the only things that grow. The rest of the grass is gray and decrepit. As you
Can
continue
you guys
to...
hear through my headphones?
Pardon?
Can you hear yelling through my headphones?
Not much, no.
But now it's fine. Okay, perfect.
As you slowly approach the tower, the fog gets thicker, and you enter into the large storm that is surrounding Castle Ravenloft. Eventually, you make it to the front gates. Where is the words? I will give you an image of Castle Ravenloft from what it looks like from the front, as it is imposing to one looking from the front. You see as the imposing structure of Castle Ravenloft looming way up above you is now sitting in front of you. You see as the drawbridge slowly lowers itself to you, inviting you inside. As Esmeralda looks over, kind of steadies herself and goes, well, now or never, we better get heading inside.
Be rude to keep him. Yeah, it'd be rude not to enter, I suppose, since he's given us such a open invitation. Is there anyone on the top, on the walkways above the walls? Do I see anyone there?
You see that the castle is devoid of pretty much all life whatsoever. The only thing that really you can hear is the storm thundering in the background, and maybe the odd call of a crow or the squeak of a bat. But other than that, lightning and heavy rain is all you can really hear or even see.
Okay.
Give me
Okay.
a second here just to get your characters all over there. Okie dokie. So, you all cross the drawbridge with relative ease as you make your way into
No one
the
fell this time.
no.
Apparently not. It's quite nice.
You make your way into the front courtyard of Castle Ravenloft. Thick, cold fog swirls this courtyard as
Oh, hello.
sporadic flashes of lightning lance over the weeping clouds overhead as thunder seems to shake the ground with every step. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on either side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of its entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. You are now inside the walls of Castle Ravenloft. The front courtyard seems empty, and the walls that enclose the courtyard are about 90 feet high on all sides. You see that the
Nice.
doors, as you enter inside, that enter into the tower entrances are all shut against the rain, and a howling wind rushes through the courtyard. Where would you all like to head?
Are there doors to the two columns beside us?
Yeah, so those are shut. You can go try them if you want, but
I'm going to. Can I investigate the door and see if there's anything written on the doors, as if like hieroglyphics or
make me a perception check.
any form of. Nice. Okay, this door seems incredibly nice.
Yeah, you don't notice anything off. It's a sturdy, well-made wooden door with you can see a small latch handle on the one side. But nothing seems
Okay.
out of the ordinary. You can't see any writing or anything like that on it.
Hey guys,
Door
do you want to join me and try and
What's
investigate
up,
this
man?
place? You wanna don't let me have all
You
the
got it.
fun. Also, I
You
can't
got
help
it,
but
man.
notice
You
you're
got this.
incredibly wide, Mr. Finn. Same with
So are
Frodo.
you, man. You call me fat?
Same, yeah, you look fat. You you are horizontally
You're looking
challenged at the
plump.
moment. You look incredibly plump.
Yeah, you might wanna. You could resize your tokens, but as we move inside, we'll have to resize them again because the sizing is a little bit different. Each square
We all
in
got a
this
little Pilates.
each square in this courtyard, I think, is about I think it's 50 feet or no 20 feet. So this courtyard is absolutely massive.
Wow. Okay.
You're upside down for me now.
I'm gonna try open the door then.
Yeah, as you go and
Oh,
try and
oh,
Jesus Christ, Stefano.
oh.
As you try the door to
Horizontally
the
challenged.
what are you doing? As you try the door to the tower, you see that it is locked shut.
Can I try and smash open the door?
Make me a strength check.
Strength or
You have a rogue. Right.
Are you trying to kick
Yeah,
in the door or bash in the door?
yeah.
Yeah, make me a strength check.
Okay.
That's one way to sneakily enter this place, as you said.
I don't know
Yeah,
how to do
risk
this strategy.
recover.
By the way, you can't quite see it on this map, but right here, this area right here, I don't know if you can see the arrow that I just drew, but uh,
Okay.
it leads to, like, you can see the front entrance right here underneath
Yeah,
this
can we start
wall
going that way then? So
is
busting down doors.
the doors are wide open already, and you can see the warm candlelight in there.
As well
Okay.
as gargoyles.
I see my foot do absolutely nothing, and I think, okay, Mr. Widefin, let's actually leave this. It's not working.
Brother, look at you, man.
I've gone on a diet. I've taken your words to heart. I've gone
That's
quite
Ozempic. That's no
slim.
diet, man. That's Ozempic, brother.
Wait. I can go as wide as you. Hold up. Okay, I'm just as wide as you now, buddy.
You're just sideways.
Are we heading towards the front door?
Is the rest of the people's coming, or is this one?
Yeah, like, hey, Fred.
Is everybody heading to the main door then?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
To go.
Okay. Let's see how I can get you guys to fit properly. I just need to do the spacing for your guys' tokens, but you arrive. You are just outside right now of the main entrance to the castle. You see that the two doors here are wide open, with warm candlelight spilling out from behind them. James, you gotta stop moving it like that so much, though, man.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
But yeah. Do you guys want to head in, or what's your plan here?
So these doors are wide open.
We
Oh,
should
my-
probably walk with caution.
He
Are there
already knows
any
we're going
windows
in.
we can see?
Sorry, my headphones just died. I'm back. I had to plug them in.
Are there any windows that we can easily get to,
You see,
theoretically?
yeah, the only windows that you see on the outside of the castle are all high up in either the towers or the walls of the castle. The lowest one probably about 60 feet up of the slick cobble walls.
I only have 100, or I don't know if I have 100 or 50 feet of rope.
I
just gonna
too also
Resize
have.
your tokens now. Here.
I've 50 feet of rope actually. Finn,
So
you're
we
so
could-
small. Cora, you're your usual size. Oh my God, Esmeralda, no.
Just wait till
Perfectly
you
scale.
join me, Fatso.
You guys are dependent. Oh no.
Yeah. Look who's talking now. He put his hood back on. He's
Mr.
5'11".
Mr. Orc, hey, Orc dude.
Yes, you mean your uncle? What is
Yeah.
it, nephew?
You think you can throw 60 feet up in the sky?
I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Let's tie something heavy to the end of it, and let's see if God is okay with my strength roll.
What are you trying to do?
We're gonna throw this to the nearest window.
Oh, okay.
Do we have a grappling hook, or are we just tying a rock to the end of this?
I have a
And then get
crowbar.
smashed?
I have a
That'll have
crowbar
to be
that is
one
5
heavy-
pounds.
Oh, great. Oh,
5
crowbar's gonna
pounds
work
too much?
Are we
fantastic.
going
Oh, yeah?
loud here?
Okay.
How are we deciding to go in?
He knows we're here anyway. Is there even a point
Yeah.
trying to
So I
guess
guess
we're
we
just
could
walking
do
the
the front
front door then.
doors, but
The front doors are hanging wide open. The ornate outer
literally
doors of the
welcoming
castle
us.
hang
That's
wide open, flanked by fluttering torches on iron scones. About 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors, which are remaining closed.
Like, he's beckoning us to come in.
But I think
We're
there's
always
guards
seeing the
on
inside of the
right there.
castle.
Pardon?
Who's everybody here who has seen the inside of the castle before?
I've seen the
Just those
inside.
three.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
how
seen
are the golems looking, or the whatever they're called, the gargoyles?
You don't know they're in
Well,
there.
Are they? Well,
I'm just asking you.
do we see the gargoyles? Like in this first room, is what's in here? Is it
So,
just empty?
inside the first room, give me a 1 second here. Inside the first room, you see quite a bit. The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors. When you overhead inside, as you peek in of the vaulted entry foyer, you see 4 statues of dragons glaring down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
All right, so the gargoyles are back in place. Do we want to just
You've been in
clear
this
them
castle,
out?
right?
Yes.
You know that this is not the room where the gargoyles were. That was deeper inside the castle. This is
Do
just
I-
the main entryway, where these are just 4 dragon statues.
Do I remember them being here originally?
They're right away.
No, they weren't
They are
originally
good
there.
looking.
Right. So we have
Huh.
other gargoyles that are dragons, most likely gargoyles, waiting for us in this first floor or room.
I wonder if
Do
you
we want
added
to?
it
I don't
for our
remember
friend here.
these things. What the fuck?
Me neither. Me neither. Begone. Good eye. I
Yeah,
think they're
when did you come
magical.
here?
I'm gonna cast, or not cast. I'm gonna use my divine sense.
You sense evil everywhere.
Well, is it aberration? No. Oh, never mind. It's not aberrations. Never mind. Retract.
It does 60 feet, right?
Divine sense. Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay. Oh, your aura's not on. I turned on an aura for you as well. Give me a second here to turn it back on.
You have aura? Dude, how are you
I have
so
aura. Unlimited aura.
unlimited aura? That's crazy.
Fuckers.
There we go. Anyways, are
There
you
we
guys
go.
heading in, or what would you like to do?
I'm gonna
Well,
cast divine sense because I can. I'm not gonna like. So I'm gonna do it and see if those dragons are undead, celestial, or what's it called?
A dead dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 20 foot. That's alarm. What are you? Can
No,
you?
no,
Yeah.
I thought I accident.
Yeah.
That was me.
So how far does it go? Like 60
60 feet.
feet. Fiend, undead, celestial. Uh, no, you don't notice anything within your divine sense, as it doesn't quite ping anything off for you.
wow.
Yeah, that's all right.
Might have brought them here for you. Gift to welcome you. New friend.
Hmm?
What?
Okay, I'm gonna like kind of hide
What if
on the
you put in the
wall and
dragon
just like
statues as a
peer my
friendly gift
eyes
to
through.
Rogar?
Yeah,
Begone,
inside
That's
do you
right.
want
the foyer, you see a double set of doors about 10 feet west. Appears to be a double set of doors that appears to be leading farther into the castle. Overhead in the vaulted entry foyer, you see 4 statues of dragons glaring down, their eyes flickering and almost following you inside the torchlight.
do you wanna shoot them, Begone? Then that way we at least get one hit off before they most definitely come to attack us.
Yeah,
Don't.
I'm hidden.
Why are we shooting at them? Why are we shooting at them?
Well,
Yeah,
would you
Well, they're
rather
not
others trap
deadly,
on
for
you or
sure.
walk through?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
What's happening? I need to know.
I thought
Yeah,
you
what's
were
Gong with
asking a
you.
question.
I'm hiding.
You're hiding. Okay, yeah. Make me a stealth check. Or you're easily able to hide on the other side of the door, but a 30, yeah, definitely.
Cool. Okay.
You see as Bagong almost disappears into the shadows of Castle Raven.
Where did my nephew go? Where the fuck?
Just a second. I'm double checking the hand crossbow ring.
You don't even need to make an attack roll. These are statues, not moving. So you can take your time and aim a shot that will hit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use the hand crossbow and put like a silver bolt in it.
Yeah. You reach out your crossbow and aim it at one of these dragon statues. You let a bolt loose, and you see as it impacts the statue in its chest and explodes on impact, shattering into many pieces. That's one of the silver bolts down. The statue,
Silver?
Using
on
the
the other
silver
hand,
bullets?
seems unaffected.
Wait, hold up. Wait, when did you get silver bolts?
From
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
How
Yeah.
many do you have?
20.
9 now.
Well, 19.
Oh, 9 or
Yeah,
19?
9 now.
19.
Sorry,
Or
19.
20.
Yes. Yeah, 19.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the
So-
bolt shattered or the statue shattered?
The bolt shattered.
So no
Ugh.
use of gargoyles.
What about your magical arrow, Bagong? Do
Yeah,
you want to use that
that's
instead?
what I'll throw next. Little pitch
Uh,
arrow.
You go and you aim up another shot, and you see as your arrow slams into the same statue as it bounces off to the side before quickly disappearing and teleporting back into your crossbow. The statue seems unaffected.
Well, it looks safe enough. I'm going to just walk right in.
All right, perfect. I'm actually going to get everybody to roll a turn order, and we're going to take this in turns.
All right, everyone roll initiative.
It's not
Alright.
initiative. You're not in combat, but we're going to run
love
this
it.
dungeon.
I love that we're calling it a turn order now.
No, this is straight up a turn
Okay.
order to kind of stop the chaos of
Oh, Blake.
Yes, buddy.
Shit.
Don't look at too hot over here. You guys have fun up ahead. The guy with the aura is in the back.
Yeah, you're aura farming right now. You come in at the last second to save the day.
perfect. So Esmeralda just
The
wants,
NPC
like,
goes
I want to
first.
go.
yeah. So
I
Cora,
want to go second.
we're just doing this to kind of keep the movement and everything at a good pace, so it's not chaos that's running through the dungeon. But yeah, so you could still you don't need to worry about actions and anything. It's really just you do what you want, and then the next person goes, right?
Sweet.
So Cora, would you like to enter into the
Wait, Esmeralda's first.
She's just gonna follow you
I'm
guys.
just kidding.
This isn't.
It's me. I open the door.
Well, the front doors are wide open for you already.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna walk through the door. Okay, I'll walk. I'm really scared now.
Where are you
I don't
heading?
like being the leader. Through the door.
Where to?
Wait, was there not like a door? Where am I?
Okay. So the front doors of the room are wide open. There are.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're walking all the way
I'm
in.
going through the door.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Sure.
As you enter in, you see that the doors in front of you, heading deeper into the castle, swing wide open as a plume of dust and almost mildew smell gets blown out. Inside, in the next room, you see deeper into the castle itself.
Hmm.
Oh, my thing is not working. Give me a second here. Here we go. So, peering through the doorway, you see a familiar sight. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches in iron holsters. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of a domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling perches are covered in decay.
Okay.
Cool. Whose turn? Whose turn now?
We don't need to go by turn order, but I'm trying to do it so it's like you guys can move however you want. Just try not to, just shove your thing into random spaces when other people are doing that. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So, are you guys all heading in? What's happening here?
I look
Yeah,
back to
I'll
the group and I
kind of
tell
follow
them.
behind a little bit.
Yeah, I look back and I tell them. It seems that our friends are back in their original places.
Did we
Friends, I
want
mean
to kill them
gargoyles.
last time?
No, we ran
Did we
away.
want to? Yeah, but did we think,
Yeah.
well, we should have hit them first, or remember?
I don't know how we get that. I mean, I don't know about these
I didn't
actually.
ask you,
Well,
Rogar.
I like to
I
know
do
about these.
suppose that we're probably gonna have to face these guys anyway. So, Begong, would you do the honors of starting the fight for us?
Okay, in that case,
Do you
give
want
me
to
a
fight
hot
them
word.
now, or do you want to fight them on the way out?
Cam,
Mm-hmm.
Fight them now because they're gonna fight us if we
can
walk
you
in.
ping them on the map for me so I can just see them where they are? Or
Yeah.
does my character, do I not see them at all?
James, do
They're
what?
perched here, here,
Just shoot them.
here,
So we
here,
can't.
here,
I already have.
here, here, and here.
No, these are
Oh, there's
new
a lot of them.
There's 8
Oh
of
wow,
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
8. Begone. Yeah, just sneak
Okay.
attack and hit
But
one of
before
them.
that happens, then, just gonna do this. Sweet.
Let's go initiative. We have to roll initiative again.
Well,
No,
what are you
Cam's good.
You have to re-roll, Cam.
what are you doing? Just tell me what you're doing.
I'm shooting with the bow.
Yeah. So as you aim up and take a shot at one of these gargoyles, similar to the statues of the dragons in the room that you're in now, the arrow bounces off harmlessly off the chest of the gargoyle.
Oh my god, they only take damage when we get hit
Well-
when they're awake.
Lovely.
Doesn't
Okay,
even
then I'm
matter.
just going to walk in and look
Can
around.
I take a peek up at the dragon statues or whatever the fuck that was there first, and have they moved at all?
The dragons themselves haven't moved, but you see that their eyes, glittering in the firelight, almost follow you as you move throughout the room. Stephanos, as you head into this much larger room, you see quite a bit surrounds you. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east, and to the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south, over here, a lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, from which you hear sad and majestic organ tones.
Oh, yes, our
That's the
friend.
creepy Strahd.
I look to the group. I say, one way leads to the dining hall that we were once at. The other way probably leads to the rooms that we were before, and God knows where else. Would you like to journey forward through these bronze doors, did you say, Cami?
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, I look at Esmeralda. Esmeralda, where were you before when you were in this castle?
You see she's kind of looking around in the darkness, almost squinting her eyes as the whole area is just dimly lit. I do remember I headed, and she points southward towards the hallway, towards the where the organ music's coming from, to a little hallway. And she goes, I followed that pathway down there. There was a set of stairs over there, but I didn't find much after that, as I was onslaughted by many horrific things, as well as Strahd. Um, that's...
Wow.
I didn't
Okay.
get very far into the castle, I won't lie to you.
All right. Damn.
Okay.
Didn't expect them to go all out when you first arrived. Well, I'm gonna look at the gates right here. Can I investigate them and see if there's any linings and words written on these doors?
Yeah, make me a perception check. Can you hear the music as well?
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it good volume?
Yeah.
17.
17. Yeah, you see it, these bronze doors have seen better days. They're a little worn and tarnished. You can tell that they once might have been nice, polished, fine made doors, but other than that, they just bear what seems to be just decorative designs. Nothing that you notice out of the ordinary about them.
I'm going to go ahead and push them open.
Yeah, of course. So, as you push these doors open, you see behind them is a large, dark hallway.
Oh.
This,
Um.
as you look in, you see that this grand hall seems to be choked with dust and cobwebs, but it stretches into the darkness ahead. You can't see quite much from the doors just peeking through.
Okay. Is there any suits of armor in here, or is it just dust and
Are you like
cobwebs?
fully just poking your head, like just walking in, or?
No, I've pushed the door open
Oh
so I
yeah,
can see all of this, yeah?
yeah. So you see webs hang almost from the roof, almost like drapes, as they are matted all across this hallway. You see life-size statues of knights also line the hallway on both sides. Uh,
Oh god.
can you make me a perception check from where you are?
Okay. Well,
As you take a closer look at these statues and kind of gander across the room, you notice that many of the statues' eyes are looking directly at you.
I wave at them, and then I look back, and I say, does anyone else feel like they have eyes on them? Or is that just me?
Now look
Seems
at
to be
the
you.
gargoyles and see if their eyes are looking at us too.
That's a good idea.
The gargoyles all seem to be kind of perched on their like perches all around the room. They're looking down. Their whole bodies like arched towards you, almost ready to pounce.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. I'm scared, and I'm afraid, and I like it.
How about you
Cam loves
close
this.
doors?
Rogar, how do you feel right now? Do you feel holy?
He feels divine, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick little cheeky. This is
He
fun.
feels
I don't know if it'll
divine.
pick him up.
How many times can you use it a day? 1 plus your charisma
I-
modifier. So 5 times.
Yeah,
Uh,
5 times.
within 60 feet of you, you don't sense anything celestial, fiend, or undead.
Can I do anything?
Because this
Okay.
also doesn't go. Remember, this doesn't go through walls or anything like that.
I'm
Like,
going
I could
to...
try. I could try this, but like, would that even like provide anything? Like, not really.
Mm,
I don't know, Cam, does that do anything?
Well,
I mean, they're aberrations.
do you want to use your spell slot?
How many of those do you got?
I have 4 spell slots, so like, not really.
70.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Alright, what
Like,
would
we
you
know
guys
they're
like to
there.
do?
They're moving.
I'm
James,
going
I'm calling you,
We gotta
man.
make some choices
I'm
here.
going to cast Mage Hand, and I'm going to have my Mage Hand walk along the floor, sweeping back and forth any cobwebs that are on the floor in front of me. And then eventually they're going to go up to the second set of armor, and I want it to touch all around that armor.
You see as the mage hand struggles a little bit moving through the cobwebs as they're so thickly like matted on almost every surface of this room. But it sweeps a little bit across the floor before getting to the second set of statues, where it goes and gives one of them a little bit of a push with no reaction coming from the statue. Its eyes still locked on you.
Can I look at the floor from where my mage hand went? Does there look like there would be any signs of like a false step or some form of trap that you might step on or wire?
Make me a perception check.
Come on!
Uh,
18!
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yep.
The floor from where the webs were cleared seems to be solid, made of
Clear.
well-made stone, all along the floor. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna step in. And does anything happen?
Yeah. So, as you
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
buddy.
so as you head into the what's it called? The room, you see what looks to be a curious object drifting into view as though held aloft by an invisible force. You see what looks to be a gold candelabrum with 3 branches, each one holding an unlit candle. It seems to be floating in front of your face.
Host
Oh, and it's
party.
just not doing anything?
It just seems to be kind of floating back and forth.
Light the
nearby.
candles. Light the
Well,
candles.
Lemire? Is Lemire the name from the candle from Beauty and the Beast? Hello, Lemire, I say.
You're the
I'm
theater
going,
guy.
I am a theater guy. I'm going to touch it. Does it
Yeah.
do anything?
Oh my god.
As you reach your hand out and touch the candelabrum, it seems to, the force or whatever was holding it up seems to let go as it clatters down to the floor with a large clang. You all from the other room hear this happen, but
I'm gonna go in and see what's up.
Am I seeing all this from where I am, or do
no,
I have
like
to
you
go
guys
closer?
are a little too far to be able to see really what's happening through the doorway.
Okay, so
Why are
I'm
we
just
not
gonna.
throwing Norbin's arm down there?
I'm gonna throw Norbin's arm.
Nice.
Gonna whip that motherfucker.
He's gonna
Right
come
See
down
if
the
it
Oh.
maybe triggers a trap.
As you throw the arm down, it clatters about halfway down the hallway, laying on the floor within the webs of the hall.
Rogar just looks disgusted and disturbed the whole
Yeah,
time.
that is.
Don't
Even
worry about it.
I look disgusted and disturbed. I'm like, wow, this
You
is
knew I did this, motherfucker. Get out of here.
kinda
Disgusted and
gross.
disturbed. You were with me when I did it.
I'm
Are you
going
gonna go pick it
to.
up?
I'll pick up the
Nah, I'm good.
candelabra.
Yeah,
Can I
it is
investigate it? Does it just seem to be?
yeah, it is a finely made gold candelabrum in almost pristine condition.
Here, Josh,
I
I
like
say
the
as I
candles
hand
for
it
you.
to him. We can use that for gold next time we go shopping.
Ooh.
These plates of armor. Can I look? Can I dust off all the webs that cover the one in
They're
front of me?
not suits of armor; they're statues,
They're
life-size
statues.
statues
Oh,
of knights.
forget it. Forget it. Oh, I was gonna steal the plate armor. Okay, I'm just gonna walk forward.
Statues are annoying.
Yeah.
Are
As
we
you
going?
Yeah, I'm
approach,
gonna follow.
yeah, definitely. Are you guys heading over into the next room then?
I look back
Yeah,
at the group and say, uh, everything we have come across so far has most definitely been some sort of anti-measures against intruders. The fact that
What
we've
if
been
it-
allowed in so far is because he's probably letting us in as far as he can, and then we have to fight our way out. So I'm just
What if
letting you
those
know.
glowing eyes we're seeing are just him watching us?
It could very well be that
Shouldn't
too.
we then just deal with them now?
All right. I look at
Well,
Robo.
we tried to
That's a great idea.
You
we
see as
tried to
Yeah, why don't we
Esmeralda.
defeat
just-
gargoyles. They didn't take any damage.
Esmeralda, as she enters in, kind of kicking off the cobwebs and brushing her way through, cutting some with her sword, goes, yes, the last time I was here, it wasn't nearly as friendly as now. It's quite unnerving. However, we are in a location I have yet to discover, so I am not much use here.
I'm going to look at the nearest statue and I'm going to push it over.
Give me a strength check, please. Yeah, you try and push with all your might.
I'll roll
Yeah,
a
you can
two.
both try and push, definitely.
Give me
Roll,
advantage,
roll,
give
me
yeah,
advantage.
roll with advantage.
What do you have?
I have a plus
Oh,
4.
Yeah,
19.
okay, yeah.
even with both of you trying to push as hard as you can, you get the statue to lift a little bit off of its base, but that's all you can get as it slams back, you guys falling back out of breath. That thing is
Okay.
heavy.
Take your hood off, grow a bit. Maybe that'll help.
I pull back my hood that has already been off my head and I try to can I do it again? Is that allowed?
Have we tried, like,
Sure.
put something in there to, like, wedge them out?
Yeah, can we grab a crowbar and put it in there? I look
You think a crowbar's gonna do it?
Yeah,
yeah,
that'll
I
just
have a
give you
crowbar.
advantage as well. That's not gonna. Maybe it'll give you like a.
Alright.
I'll give you a +2 as well with the crowbar.
Sweet.
Oh!
Doing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
even
there's a
with the crowbar,
15.
you're able to get it a little bit off, but it slams back down.
Okay. Well, that was a mute point. I suppose shall we continue then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna open the next doors then.
Okay. As you enter into this room, you find yourself standing in what seems to be a grand chapel of sorts.
Oh.
Give me a second here. So, dim colored light filters through tall and boarded up windows of stained glass, illuminating an ancient chapel of Ravenloft. You see as you step in a few bats flutter about near the top of the 90-foot high domed ceiling, and a balcony runs the length of the west hall. 50 feet above the door, in the center of the balcony, two dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs. Benches coated with centuries of dust lie about the floor in jumbled disarray. Beyond this debris, lit by a piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon a stone platform. The sides of the altar are carved with bas reliefs of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette. A cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and a black mace lies on the floor near its feet.
So there's a platform like 30, 50 feet above
50
us.
feet above
Oh,
you? Yeah.
and it's like a balcony. It's not.
It runs
It's
along the
just
length of the west wall. Yeah, it's a balcony.
Okay, and we see two slumped figures on top of it, over the balcony.
Yeah. There's a balcony runs the length of the west wall, 50 feet above the floor, and in the center of the balcony, two dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs.
Okay, and then in front of us is some shape. dead or alive, we don't know, slumped on this
Yeah, it's a
altar with
cloaked
black
figure
mace.
draped over the altar.
All
And
out to him.
that's this thing right there. That's the draped figure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do Divine Sense.
Yeah.
I'm down to
Yeah, okay.
2.
As you cast your divine sense, you smell a horrible scent of putrid odor. Looking around, you spot
Yeah.
6 vampire spawn clinging to the walls of this chapel. As you look up and almost stunned point at them, they notice you and they start scurrying down the walls to come and attack. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, thank God I don't have to sit with mine. Oh, thank God.
So wait, do we get to roll it again then? Okay.
Yes, please.
Sweet. All around.
Oh, I didn't clear it yet.
Blake,
Sorry,
was-
I didn't clear it yet. I pulled the same thing.
Yes!
Oh wait, no, just re-rolled it for you. Oh, okay, perfect. Let me just re-roll for Esmeralda.
Yay!
Damn.
Perfect. And let me get these guys just in the right spots here. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay.
Yay!
Damn.
So, Cora, Finn, Stefanos, and Bagong, and Esmeralda, you are all surprised. The only one who noticed these guys is Rogar.
Oh, okay.
So
Curious.
it is going to be the vampire spawns first, and you see they are about 30 feet up on the walls, on all fours, kind of clutching the walls. So you see they are all going to leap off of the walls and jump. 1, 2. This one can make it here. You can go jump down here. Okay. This guy can make it to right about here. And you see the other 2 do the same thing, surrounding you on all sides. Both the first 2 vampire spawn Rogar you see are going to leap off of the walls, grabbing onto your ally Stefanos, and they are both going to make a claw attack each. The first one misses with a 9, but the second one is going to hit with a 25, and that is going to do 7 slashing damage, and you are like almost like getting grabbed onto by them. They are going to then make a second round of attacks, both missing. As you're surprised as you are, they're kind of bouncing off your armor. The other 2 vampire spawn who landed beside you, Rogar, are each going to make claw attacks. And, ooh, what's your AC?
19.
Okay, so the first one's going to crit, and that is going to do 20 points of slashing damage. As you get torn into your chest from the first cut, as its necrotic claws just tear off a big chunk. The second one hits, but it's going to actually grab onto you, and it's going to try and bite you. And
Damn!
you see as the one vampire spawn tears into Rogar's chest, and the other one grabs on, going straight for the neck. Your thick scales prevent its teeth from latching in and making a good bite, and it isn't able to actually bite you. As the second one's going to make a second claw attack on you, and that is also going to hit for another 8 points of slashing damage.
God damn!
That is going to conclude their turn. It is now your turn, Rogar.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta check.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
I use
I'm
Turn the
implementing-
Unholy?
I'm implementing a term timer, by the way. I said this last time, but everybody gets a minute and a half every time. If you
Okay.
don't do your turn within a minute and a half, you skip your turn.
Okay.
Questions and things is totally allowed. That's no worries. I won't dock you time, but okay, your time starts now. Go.
I think I should use Channel the Unholy, or Turn the Unholy. I'm not too sure.
This early? That's pretty early.
I know. No, I think I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
Cause I get an extra attack, so I'm gonna attack the first one.
Yep. Roll your attack.
On my left. Yeah.
And that's just with your regular sword, yeah?
Yeah.
14 does not hit. You see as Rogar, after getting torn into, takes out his sword and tries to make a slash, but the vampire ducks underneath and goes straight for his legs. What do you? Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna attack him again, but I'm gonna Divine Smite.
Okay.
Alrighty. Come on. God damn.
You see as Rogar begins to imbue his sword with holy light and goes to make a slash, but the light fades quickly as the sword makes contact but doesn't cut in at all, doing not nearly the effect he was looking for. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah! Way to use that extra tag!
Perfect.
I got
okay.
you.
It is now Bagong's turn. As you are no longer surprised, you can see as your two allies are getting swarmed in the down the hall from you, but you are a ways away. What would you like to do?
How many feet is a ways away?
Let's see.
Yeah.
You are
God, you're at the end of the
currently
hall?
yeah. You're currently 70 feet away from Stephanos.
Holy shit.
Your range attack.
Yeah, so
So none of them
I'm
are in view for
gonna-
you right now for you to be able to make a ranged attack.
I'm gonna run up here. I'm just trying to see where.
You could attack this one here without any sort of disadvantage. This one
I'm
you would
gonna do
it is behind half cover, and these two are behind full cover for you.
Okay, I'm gonna do Draconic Cry for Din, Esmeralda, myself, and yeah, I'm gonna attack the one that you mentioned.
Yeah.
And
What does Draconic Cry do again?
Gives you advantage on your next attack.
advantage.
Sweet.
So a
Yeah,
32
you
No.
use
does
Draconic Cry or
not
no?
hit.
Damn.
You know that meme where it's like this overpowered party gets team wiped by Paco Bulls
Yeah.
because they all rolled like shit? It's
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
not manifest
Now
that,
I'm
thank
just
you.
gonna hide behind here. Wait.
Hey, this is where
Do you
Batty
have enough
Batty
movement?
comes.
I don't think you have enough movement for that, man.
Yeah, I was gonna.
No, you're out of movement. You're out of movement from the first place you moved, man.
Damn.
You guys rolled a 22.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Okay. It is now Esmeralda's turn. You see as she's going to unsheathe both of her short swords, and she's gonna go, "Fuck! It's just like the last time I was here," and she's gonna run straight into the room, going for
Oh my god, she's so batty.
the vampire spawn
Yeah!
currently attacking
Charm?
Stephanos. She's going to
James
make
needs new pants.
an attack with her rapier. That hits, and it's going to do 10 piercing damage. And then you see as she's gonna slash with her rapier, and then she's gonna pull out her silver short sword and try and slash the vampire spawn again right up the face. As you see a large gash gets cut right open. She does a total of 17 damage. That is her turn. As she's looks back to you guys, and goes, "Get your asses in here! We gotta fucking fight." Stephanos, your go.
I say, I hold out my hand as I summon the hilt of a sword into my hand, and I say, Sir Sunsword, lend me your strength. As I ignite him. In this
What is the radius of the sunlight on Sunsword?
30 feet.
Right
and
off
then
the
if I
bat?
can use an action, I can make it, yeah, right off the
30?
bat. And then I can make
Um,
I can use an action to increase the
60?
radius by 10.
Perfect.
Oh,
So
shit. That's crazy.
you see as Stephanos brandishes Sir Sunsword, and its brilliant light sprays out in all directions. Yeah, you see as the vampire spawn all kind of hiss and repel backwards as their skin begins to sear a little bit.
Sweet.
Is that your turn?
I also whisper a foot as my thing.
You see as his cape begins to flutter gloriously behind him. It is now the vampire's turn. Vampire spawn's turn. These two behind are going to get up, and they are going to move. They can move right to here. And then this one can go right here. And this one's going to move right to here. These two are going to come. Cora, the one running right up beside you, is going to go and try and grab onto you. And it... What's your AC? It succeeds in grabbing onto you. And it's going to
Wait, it
go...
ran past us?
Yeah, you guys can all make opportunity attacks if you'd like.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
I would love to.
I didn't even realize.
If you would like,
Yeah,
please
it took me a
God, make an
second.
opportunity attack.
And Esmeralda?
Yeah, she's going to make an attack with
Yeah,
her sword.
Esmeralda gets to make one too.
So
God damn!
that misses. And that
That's
hits.
it.
Roll damage. You see it's Esmeralda pulls out her rapier and tries to slash at the one racing by her, but she misses. That is going to do 11 points of radiant damage. Okay. Perfect.
Who's playing music right now?
So, the one that grabs onto you, Cora, you are now grappled. It is going to try and bite you. That hits. It is going to do 6 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum is going to reduce by 10 total.
Oh my god.
Hey,
1 second, I need a piece of paper.
Yeah, no worries. The second one that ran past Cora is going to try and grab onto you, Stephanos. And it is not able to grab onto you as you kind of shake it off. So it goes to just slash you with its claws. And it misses again as you sidestep out of the way, being unaffected. The one that vampire spawn that Esmeralda attacked is going to turn towards her and go and make 2 claw attacks on her as well. Jeez. One is going to hit, and you see as a large gash gets opened up on her shoulder that begins bleeding profusely. However, after getting slashed with the first one, she moves out of the way, and the second one misses. The one standing beside you, Stephanos, is going to try and grapple you with its first attack. It is able to grab onto you, and it is going to make a bite attack on you. That hits. It's going to do 8 points. It still hits.
No way! A 20, 18 plus 5. Really? 23? Damn.
Yeah. You see as 23. Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly. You see as Stephanos gets grabbed onto by one of the vampire spawn, and it reaches over to try and bite him, and a shield pops up as its face just pushes through and shatters the shield as he sinks his teeth into your neck. You're gonna take 8 piercing damage and 6 necrotic, and your health point maximum is going to reduce by 6 points. The other
What did you
two,
say mine reduced by?
10.
So how much damage was
Sick.
that again?
So it's gonna be 14 total damage, but your
Okay.
health is gonna reduce by 6. Rogar, you are
Yep.
still grappled by the one, so it is going to try and bite you again, and it is not able
We gotta
to.
kill one of them.
So it's going to let go and make an attack with its claws. And does an 18 hit? Yes. So,
No, it does not. What?
What?
No, it doesn't. I'm a 19. 19 AC.
even 18 AC.
Oh wait, I am 18. Oh no.
You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage as the vampire's claws find a chink in your armor and it digs deep, ripping your flesh open underneath. The other vampire is also going to make 2 claw attacks on you. The first one clinking off your shield in your right hand, but the other one sneaking by and slashing you across the face, doing another 10 points of slashing damage. You see as all the vampire, while they're doing this, are slowly getting burned by the Sun Sword's light. And you see that they're not quite regenerating how they normally would under normal circumstances. It is now Cora's turn.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh, I gotta go back to my. I'm casting Moonbeam. Typical. So I need you to make a con save on the
Which
one
are
that's
you
grappling
going
me, please.
on? Okay.
The one that's grappling me.
Let's do a save. Constitution. Does a 14 pass?
No,
No? Alright, how much damage?
no, it's mine's 7 radiant damage. Oh wait, wait. Sorry, everybody. I got kicked
7
out.
total radiant damage?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting a little concentration icon on you. Okay. You see as
Might
a
be.
column of light bursts almost through the stone above and encases the vampire spawn in front of Cora as it begins to melt away at its skin and sinew. But it's still standing and it's still hissing and screaming in your face. Finn, it is now your go.
And how bad does it look? Wait.
Oh,
How bad does
sorry.
it look?
It's looking pretty beat up, yeah. But it's starting to look bloodied.
Sweet.
Finn, you're next.
Yep.
Okay. Can you hit the one that doesn't have my moonbeam, or do you want me to move the moonbeam now? What would you?
Oh. It doesn't matter to
Would
me.
you prefer me to
Whatever.
move it to hit damage on the full health one, or do you want me to keep it on the half health
You
one?
got 20 seconds.
No, just leave it there. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we gotta make.
I'll
Okay,
just
fine.
kill that one and move it.
Okay.
Cool.
Is that your turn?
So when it starts that turn, it's damage. Yes.
Remember, you're still grappled by
though-
this creature as well. You can use an action to try and get out, but you are grappled.
Yeah,
Should
that's
actually
fine.
put the grappled
I guess.
icon on you.
I'm gonna do turn the end of that.
Yeah? Yeah, we're using
Yeah,
it.
dude, and I'm gonna take a turn to. If you got whoever you attack, go for it. But I'm gonna take a turn to just heal myself.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Okay,
Oh,
Finn,
I got
it's your go.
spider webs on me.
That's the
This one
grapple.
right
That's what I'm
here,
using for
if I-
grappled.
Okay.
If I move, is that an opportunity or is my like what's the dealio here?
Yeah, that is not the one grappling
How far are you
Cora. Oh,
moving?
the net should be the grapple.
No. If I move, is that an opportunity
Yeah.
for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Outside
you
of
move
5.
away from it, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'm gonna Hunter's Mark, the one that's grappling Emmy. And then I'm going to shoot at it.
Okay. You are going to be
with
shooting at
There's a full health
disadvantage.
one.
But I have the Fairy Fire, or the Draconic
Oh,
Cry.
yeah,
No?
so you're doing normally then. What
Did
is-
I get Draconic Cry or no?
You did.
Yeah, but you didn't roll an attack.
24.
What?
Does that hit?
Oh.
24 does
Okay.
hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so it'll be that. It'll be this.
Crazy
Yes.
damage on this thing right now.
And
Yes.
it'll be this.
Yes.
Nice.
16.
Our
20.
hero right there.
22.
24.
Does that kill?
Give me a second here. So you see as that's going to do. Okay, perfect. No, it does not kill. But you see as Finn casts his Hunter's Mark and a small, almost marking, like lights up in his eyes and above the vampire spawn's head as he draws his longbow and lets out an arrow that pierces its shoulder deeply. It is looking rough, but it's not dead, and it's still on it's still standing.
Do you make a second turn? Do you make a second attack
I'm
turn?
going to, yeah. I'm gonna run up to it. Attack it again with my spear. Come on! Wait, what? Oh,
That is not a hit.
Rip.
Oh,
Well,
You see as Finn goes
yeah,
up to attack
that's-
with his spear, but just narrowly misses in the darkness and doesn't quite hit as spider webs are clutching at his legs. Is that your turn?
yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep.
Okay. Rogar, here we go.
Rogar!
Yeah, turn the unholy immediately. It's not in my thing, but
Okay, so what kind of save are they making? Wisdom?
wisdom.
Okay.
Mhm.
Shalt. What happens when they fail?
Okay, fantastic.
Well, one failed
Hey.
so far, but I'm going through.
Turn for 1 minute. Move as far away from me as it can, within 30 feet. Can't take reactions.
What's
It can
the
only
DC?
use dash to escape. 15.
Okay, this one passes. That one passes. This one fails here. And then these two also. This needs to make a save here. Sorry. Do they take any damage?
Nope.
Okay, that passes. And it's no effect on a pass?
Yeah, no.
And that one passes.
That's evil.
Okay, so these two with the icons are, they failed.
Nice.
Awesome.
What else would you like to do on your turn?
Who's gotta do something else on your turn?
I'm gonna move back. Here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one opportunity attack.
Yeah, you are going to take an opportunity attack. You see as the vampire spawn slashes out with his claws, but it bounces off your armor as you're dashing away. It does not hit.
God. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Bagong, it is now your go.
Hit that one, please, Bagon. Or hit the full health one. Or do something.
Josh, you gotta get closer, we can't hear you.
Do I have Booming Blade on Salamander?
No. You've not casted it.
Oh,
Or you said you're gonna cast Wind. I'll give it to you. Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure.
okay. Because I would like to attack this dude. Boom.
All right, make an attack roll.
And do I? There's a van. Is there advantage when I have teammates beside them?
You don't have advantage, but you can trigger your
Just-
sneak attack. That does
And
not hit.
that's a
As you see,
uh,
Josh with his blooming bladed salamander swipes out, but narrowly misses in the darkness the vampire spawn. Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna disengage and just go to this side of Finn.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. It is now Esmeralda's turn. As you see, she is going to brandish her two short swords. Seeing this one feared, she's going to run over to the one grappling Stephanos and make 2 attacks on it. You see as both attacks hit, as she plunges her rapier deep into the chest of the vampire spawn, pulls it out, and makes a slash again down its chest. This thing is just cut open. That, however, is going to be her turn, as she's going to stand there ready if this thing tries anything else. Stephanos, your go.
Do they take sunlight damage on my
their
turn
turn.
or their
On
turn?
their turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack the one who's grappling me at the moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit, yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you brandish the sun sword and make a swing down on the vampire spawn, just clipping its shoulder, almost shearing the top part of its deltoid off. It's looking beat up, but it's still alive. Yeah.
I'm going to hit him again, as one
That's a
does,
crit.
and it's a crit. Let's go!
Oh my god! Thank God.
So that's 11 plus 4, and then this is just. Oh yeah, an extra 1. Okay, sweet.
Plus 6.
Oh, so it does it all for me. But then does it do the extra D8 for me or no? No, it does not. Okay, and then it adds an extra D8.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So just roll a d8.
Sweet. Okay.
So that is 12,
So
16,
16,
21 damage. Yeah, you see as Stephanos brandishes his sun sword and gives out a large orcish roar as he slams it down once again onto the vampire spawn. This thing is looking beat up, but it is still standing. It's on its last legs, though.
I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind myself.
Okay.
Which is a D10 plus 7.
Go ahead.
Nice. 14. 14 health.
You heal 14 points of damage.
Nice.
Is that your turn?
Okay, that's my turn. Yeah.
Perfect. It's now the vampire spawn's turn. You see the one that's grabbing onto you, his arms melt away in the sunlight, falling down to a pile of like flesh and almost like seared bones on the ground, while the rest of the vampire spawn slowly sear and wither away. Let me just do this math. These two have to take a dash action and run, yeah?
Mm-hmm. As far away from me as possible.
Okay.
Which means James can hit the one and Esmeralda can hit the one.
Nice.
Yeah, you see as this vampire spawn is going to run all the way over here. James, you can make an opportunity attack.
Oh, baby.
James hits.
Got a point, James.
As this one's going to run all the way over here as well.
Damn.
Yeah, did Esmeralda get her hit?
It didn't run in line of her. Actually, no,
Oh.
technically it did. No, it did. Yeah, she will roll an attack.
Yeah, hit her, man.
She misses, but
Fuck.
James hit the one that ran above, right? For what is that? 17.
Above or below?
Oh,
Yeah,
you hit the one that
17.
went below. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second here. The one below, as it runs away, you see James does a massive gash down its back, but it is still standing, although very much on its last legs. The two inside, with the doors wide open, are also blasted with radiant energy, as you see their skin begin to boil and bubble away as they're slowly getting burned by the light. The one grappling Korra is going to try and make another bite attack on her. Or no, it's
Con saving throw.
Yeah, it needs to make a con saving throw first. And it's a DC 14 or 15. It fails anyways.
15.
So roll damage.
Gorgeous. What's my damage again? 2d10? Wait, what is it? Backslash R. Wait, what is it again? Help me.
Slash R.
Slash
space
R.
2d10.
2d10.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Because I still haven't mastered the keys.
You see as this vampire spawn
Nice.
just deteriorates and melts, getting burned alive as it gives off a horrific scream before falling to the ground dead. The vampire spawn beside you, Finn, is going to make 2 claw attacks on you. Ooh, the first one is going to
The
crit.
second one's gonna have a 9. Second one's gonna have a 19 AC.
Okay, so the first one crits, the second one misses. The first one is going to do that is going to do 13 points of slashing damage. As you get caught by the first one, but kind of read the second move as it comes towards you and dodge out of the way. This vampire spawn, James, you're no longer grappled, is going to run up to you and is going to make 2 claw attacks as well. The first one hits with and it's going to do 9 slashing damage. And then the second one is going to miss as it bounces off your armor. That is their turn.
9 slashing. Okay.
Do they make a save after at the end of the turn?
Just a minute. Straight minute.
Straight minute, no save, eh?
Yep.
Damn.
Unless we go and hit it, I think.
Oh, so this one needs to make a saving
Yeah.
throw.
If we hit it, it gets unturned.
Oh, just straight up gets unturned, no saving throw?
Yeah, no saving throw.
Just put it in
Somebody.
Yeah, this one
It
no longer
doesn't work.
turned then. Okay. Perfect. It is now Korra's turn.
I'm gonna move. Moving right here. I'm gonna move my moonbeam, obviously. However you move this little box.
She just stands on the movie, gets melted.
I just stand in my own moonbeam. I'm like, you know what, guys, this is too much. This is too much.
So let me just get this.
Can you move my little moonbeam to the ugly guy?
Yeah, I can do it.
Damn.
I had to clock him.
And it needs to make a Constitution save, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is going to fail. Roll damage.
Now roll 2 more 10s, please.
The vampire spawn went after Stephanos, right?
Mm-hmm. The one that's on me?
12.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 12 damage.
This whole turn order is all messed
Radiant.
up. Order. Oh no, that's right.
Is
Okay,
it?
perfect. Yeah, no, that's right. I just gotta roll it all the way through to Cora. Okay. I said 24. It's supposed to be 12. Okay, perfect. 12 damage. Okay, perfect. You see as the moon glow slowly starting to melt and flakes and pieces are charring off, but it's still standing. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
I'm good.
Okay. Oh, you're not dead.
I don't need that timer.
Perfect. Okay, Finn, your go.
I'm gonna move my hunter's mark onto the guy right in front of me.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and poke my little spear at him. Please hit. Please hit. I
17
beg. Please
hits, yeah.
hit.
That's fair.
Yes. Okay, so that's gonna do this. This.
Nice.
Plus this.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Okay, 14
The
points of
hell?
So that's
damage.
14 total.
You plunge your spear
I'm gonna hit
deep
again.
into the vampire's gut and you yank it out as it is looking. It clutches its stomach and hisses at you. Make another attack roll.
No.
That misses.
No,
Oh my god, we were so close to a 20.
that is my turn then.
Okay.
Any
Rogar,
other number would have been better.
your go.
I know. Any other number?
I'm just
Okay.
gonna lay on hands myself.
How much do you just heal?
30. So I have 5 left.
Okay.
Yep. And is that a bonus action?
No, it's just you can just do it. You just touch it. It's an sorry, it's an action.
It is an action, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Have any bonus action spells? I don't think so. I do. Right? Yeah. Shield of Faith. I'm gonna put that on Jamesy Poo over on Stefanos.
Wait, what are you
Okay.
giving me?
Shield of Faith.
Oh, sweet.
It's giving you
I
faith.
should have done that way earlier.
So your AC is now up to 20.
Well, I tried to
Yeah.
murder somebody. It didn't work. And then I'm gonna move to right here. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, I'll go right there.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
That's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay. You're gonna see as Esmeralda is going to look at the she can't quite make it. Actually, wait, what? She can do this. Okay. You see
Oh,
as
dash
she
her
is
over there,
going
man.
to
Come
run
on.
over to here and pull out from her cloak a small hand crossbow with a silvered bolt shining inside of it. And she's going to take a shot at it. That is going to hit, as you see the bolt is going to pierce straight through the head of the vampire spawn, as it's going to drop
Nice.
flat on the ground, dead.
Nice.
Never mind. Do what she wants, man.
That is going to be her
Get it,
turn.
girl. Work.
Go, Schwa.
No.
I'm gonna try my salamander again.
Okay. Make an attack roll. That misses.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Guys.
Josh is having a hard time tonight, man.
And disengage. I'm gonna go back there.
Bye, Josh.
And go back.
Okay,
see you later, mate.
And I'm gonna disengage.
Is that your turn? I'll take that as a yes.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
I'm assuming so.
Stephanos, it is your go.
I'm gonna hit the vampire spawn in front of me.
Make an attack roll.
What? Really?
28.
I thought it was
It's
dead.
Gonna do
there
14
another?
plus 5 radiant damage, so
There's another one.
19.
Damn.
Does that kill it?
No.
I'm going to attack again.
You see, it fucks it up bad though. That hits as well.
Does a 26 hit.
Yeah.
The 15 more damage.
Damn. Holy shit. Okay.
Does that kill it? No.
No.
Does that kill it? It's
Like-
still alive?
Yeah, but you see as this thing is like one of its hands is like hanging off of its arm. It's got a massive gash where its like
You're
head
fighting
is
with
kind of
Thanos
hanging
with
off
fucking
like by sinew and bone alone.
Okay, it's gotta be Jen's next turn. There's no way.
You're fighting Thanos over there, man.
Is that your turn?
Apparently. Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. You see on the next two vampire spawn's turn, they burn away in a flash from the sunlight as they turn to dust and go to the ground. This vampire spawn you see begins crawling up the wall to try and escape from Rogar. And that is their turn.
Oh, we need to kill that thing.
Wait, so the one in
We're
front of me
still in
died?
combat?
Yeah, the only one left is the one scurrying up the wall.
Yep,
Alright.
tis not my turn, so have
Wait,
fun,
how
Paul.
far is it away from me?
It's fucking far.
It's like right above Blake.
It dashes every turn.
Where is it though?
All the way up here.
That's where it is though? It's that far away?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. How far is that?
You still have your moonbeam, by the
Technically.
way, eh?
I know, I'm asking because I think it's only 60 feet. What is that?
I mean, you can move still.
I think I'm gonna even feet. Can I have feet here?
Can you what?
Where's that little ruler tool you have handy?
From you,
Oh, God.
it is all the way. It is 60 feet, and then it's another 60 feet up the wall.
It doesn't matter though. I can hit it if it's 60 feet away, no matter if it's on the wall
Well,
or
from
not.
the moonbeam, it is. Yeah, 60 feet away from the moonbeam.
Let's throw that thing on that sucker.
You can't see it, so you would have to move into an area where you can see it.
Oh my god, okay, fine. I will move the 10 feet and I will move my moonbeam. There.
Perfect.
Let's hit it.
It needs to make a Constitution
On.
save, right?
Yes.
Let's do this so I can
Mhm.
click it. Okay. That fails, so roll damage,
Rolling damage.
and it is no longer. $11 damage.
11 damage.
Okay. You see as the moonbeam engulfs
damage on it.
the vampire spawn, and it starts searing on the wall, but it looks back to you, its fear gone from its face as it's ready to attack again. Finn, it is your go.
Okay, everybody, this is your turn.
I am going to go. Sorry, let me move. Right there. I'm going to move my hunter's mark on him as my bonus action, and I'm going to try and hit this. Please
Nice.
be nice to me. Yes.
23 hits, yeah.
So there's that. There's that. And there's that.
Okay, so that is going to do
Whopping 12.
12 damage. Okay. You see as the
Fuck 'em
bolt
up.
pierces
just
the
try to hit him
vampire
again.
spawn, but doesn't quite kill it. Are you gonna shoot it again, I'm guessing?
Okay. Yeah. Fuck off, man. 15 hit.
Yes.
Oh,
Yay. So there's that.
Okay,
And
that
then-
is another. Okay.
Another 9.
Yeah. Perfect. You see
then
as two arrows
just
pierce the
gonna
back of this vampire spawn
scurry.
as it scurried up the wall, but it is still standing, hissing and kind of screeching from the wall. Rogar, your go.
That's my go, yeah.
I actually don't think I have any
Throw a rock
ranged
at it.
spells.
Throw a rock at it.
Oh
He
wait,
has javelins.
Yell at it from a distance.
yeah, I'm gonna say, do I have
With
something like
javelin.
that? Okay, let me
Oh,
go
look
and
at
check.
that.
Can you like
Windy
smite your
line.
javelin?
It's not in my thing. Checking online.
Just make a dex roll.
Yeah, I do. Awesome.
No, you start with
Can you put
javelins too.
smite on it and just?
No, I cannot. Fortunately. Oh my
That misses.
god.
You see as Rogar pulls a javelin off of his back, throws it, and just straight into the wall, and it clatters to the floor.
Yeah, Rogar!
Well,
Oh, lizard in shining armor!
It is now Esmeralda's turn, as she
He's
is
doing his
going
best, man.
to. Hey, Josh, don't move out of your turn order.
I'm just preparing.
She is
Is
going
that
to
Esmeralda
run.
going there?
Yeah, she is going to run over to here and raise her hand, and you see as 3 bolts of reddish energy are going to spawn in her hand, and she's
God.
going to cast Magic Missile.
Oh,
It is going to do.
Well, that's new.
1,
that's
2.
nice.
He just proves to be a baddie over and over.
James needs a new pair of pants again.
So that
Dude,
is going to
just
do
keep
4,
compressing
8.
it.
Okay, you see as the 3 beams of, or the 3 like kind of bolts, almost shaped like arrowheads, go and pierce multiple sections of the vampire spawn as it gets hit with the force and falls down to the ground, kind of screeching for a bit before it screams and it dies. Good job, everybody.
Yay!
You are now
Yay!
out of combat. You see as Esmeralda kind of
Before
looks
we
around and goes, "Okay, well, that was a little intense. Feels a lot like we're actually in the castle now."
Well, that was lovely.
Wow, she's
just
actually.
be
really.
careful of the
She
dude at
sounds
the
really
altar. Be
throaty,
careful of the
like
dude at
really
the altar. Be
aggressively
careful of the
manly.
dude at the altar.
yeah, dude just walked up to it.
Just be careful.
I did.
Okay.
Maybe we just.
How does this dude at the altar look like right now?
So, as you approach the slumped figure on the altar, you see the remains of what looks to be a human, clad in rusted, a chain shirt with a cloak draped over them. Their hand reaching for what looks to be a black mace that is lying on the. Or sorry, its hand reaching for what looks to be some sort of icon or little statuette on the altar. At its feet lays a black mace on the ground.
Get both of those.
I look back. Magic users, does anyone have identify object?
Nope.
No one! We don't have a single person with identify object.
I have
Esmeralda,
locate object.
Esmeralda,
have anything of
Thank you
the
very
sort?
much, Finn. But as you can see, we have located the object. We now need to identify it.
Esmeralda
I'm sorry. What
thinks
magic
for a
do you have,
second and goes,
motherfucker?
"No, I don't think I have anything of the sort. Sorry. More focused
You
on
should
combat
try
magic,
call
really."
Octavio, eh? See how he's doing. Just in
You
Yeah.
haven't
case,
heard anything
buddy.
from him
I'm
yet,
back.
no.
Oh,
Can
lovely.
she
He
contact
said
him in
only
any
in
way?
emergencies. He said only in emergencies. He said it's only if it's an
Rogar,
emergency.
Mm.
come pick up this cool little statue I found on the altar.
He seems holy.
Wait, it's a statue? I thought it was a mace.
There's a mace
An
lying on
idol.
the
Mace
ground.
on
A
the
There's
black
ground.
both.
mace lies on the floor, and there's a statuette on the altar.
Is that
Do I,
all
like,
this place?
do I
again?
see any, like, religious, I guess, relevancy? Is there any,
We're
like,
in
I'm
an
just gonna go to the
altar.
washroom real quick.
Make me a history check. Also, you see, with a closer look at the corpse on the ground, you see it's wearing a handsome fur-lined black cloak embroidered with golden thread and a suit of rusty chainmail.
Hmm.
No, what is this? A history. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Before I
Taking a
go, can I
look-
grab that cloak?
You could take it off
Sorry.
the body, yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna put it on.
Yeah, definitely. As you take a look at the statuette
Sweet.
on the altar, you can't see anything necessarily of note. It doesn't kind of bring to mind anything specific. However, I can show you, I think, what it looks like.
Okay.
I also don't mean to be a hater, but do you guys mind if we kind of wrap this up in a bit?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
I will
I like
send it
cookies.
in the Discord here what this thing looks like. It is a statuette of
Discord kind of turned
what
out to
looks
be
to be
handy.
a sort of priest kneeling with its hands outstretched before him. It's a 12-inch tall statuette made of the purest silver, and it depicts what seems to be a cleric kneeling.
Let's pick it up.
Who's picking it up? Please tell me who's picking this thing up.
Why don't you, Mr.
Well, what's-
Investigator?
I'm going
What's
to
the
kneel.
biggest? What's the big fear?
Well, it might be cursed, like anything in this castle. I'm gonna kneel in front of the altar and go in the same position as the statue, beside this hooded figure.
Yeah, as you do, nothing seems to happen.
Does he have any skin on his bones or no?
No, he is
I don't
fully
know,
a rotted corpse.
Does the skeleton have any skin left over, Cam?
No.
No.
That's so rude.
I'm going to.
Someone pick up that spawn and put its hand on it.
I'm going to walk away, and then I'm going to cast Mage Hand, and I'm going to pick up the statue using Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Where's Norvin's arm?
As you cast your mage hand, you are able to. I think it doesn't weigh that much. Yeah, you're able to pick it up. Oh wait, no. Mage hand can only do 5 pounds, right?
Yeah.
It is not able to lift this up.
Can I? So Beezer took the cloak of the dead man, yes?
Yes.
And it didn't do anything to him?
No.
I'm going to go and pick up the mace.
Yeah. The mace is hefty in your hands. It is quite a well-made mace. Take a closer look at it. You can see that the actual top part of the mace seems to be formed instead of, hefty blades or spikes. It is actually depicts 2 large skulls that form the top part of the mace where you would swing it.
Oh, cool.
Hey, that's so
And
cool.
it is black as night. However, you do see a faint glow coming from the eyes of the skulls.
Cool. Does anyone want a black skull mace by any chance?
How much does it
I
weigh
don't
if
think
I
I can
pick
use
it
it,
up?
so.
The statue or the mace?
The mace.
The mace.
I think the mace is only a few pounds. It
Do
weighs
I-
4 pounds.
Pick it up.
Do I feel like I need to sleep with this thing? Or is it...
Make me an Arcana check here, and a good one will maybe give you the slightest information.
Come on, baby! Not one!
No, it just is a
Oh
really
my
fucking
God.
cool looking mace, man.
I'm
Can
going
I-
to use my lucky, and I'm going to reroll Arcana. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Oh, come on! Alright. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, I give it to the halfling. Here you go. And I give
Yeah.
you the
Can I do the
demonic...
same thing?
Yeah, you can take a closer look at it, definitely.
Can we all just go around the circle?
Yeah, who
What
does
is
the
it?
highest
It's
arcana?
I was gonna look at my.
I want to
I
see.
was gonna
I
look
want to
at my
know.
cloak. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't have any weapons.
A 12 Arcana? No, you it just seems to be a mace. The skulls and everything and the faint glow coming from inside is it seems to be not necessarily a normal mace, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah, can I? My turn.
Alright. It's a demonic mace. You don't want it.
Yep, there we go.
Nothing, no.
My God.
Alright.
Finn, as you take a look
Let's
at
just
your
keep it.
cloak, it just seems, at least to your eyes, seems to be a very finely made ordinary cloak. It's quite dirty and it stinks of rot as it's been on this corpse, but it is a hefty, it is a hefty fur-lined black cloak embroidered with golden thread along the edges.
I'm gonna make a roll for it. Sweet.
Oh.
Sweet. And do you think you'd like do well in like the cold temperatures?
Oh, definitely. It's quite warm. Yes.
Sweet.
I'm going to pick up the
And
statue.
that motherfucker. Is there a
Perfect.
hood?
What is your alignment,
Guy?
James?
Oh!
Oh my God.
No! I'd have to say chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral?
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, you pick up the statuette. It's quite hefty in your hands, but nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
You do feel a little bit of power almost emanating from it, but seemingly something you can't access.
Thank God Rogar didn't pick this up, because if this switches your alignment, that'd be... well, it'd be hilarious, but that'd be cruel.
down.
Well, I don't.
Okay. Cool. Okay, well then I'll just put it in my pocket then. I have a silver statuette that radiates some form of power.
Yeah. Also, coming into this room, now that you have a better look at it over out of combat, you do notice there are two small, almost alcoves on either end of this room that seem to lead into hallways as well.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Is that everything? What's this on the ground over here? Looks like
That's
liquid
like
or
just a
something.
melted. There's like melted kind of candles all around this altar.
Right. Okay. Can I like investigate this statue? Would I recognize, like, do I feel anything from it or nothing? It's just a bit of power. Like, it just feels like,
Yeah, make me a history check as you look at it.
okay. 19.
19. Okay. Yeah. You can see that just from your general knowledge and being around the lands of Barovia, this seems to be some sort of statuette of a cleric of what seems to be wearing iconography associated with the kind of namesake deity, the Morning Lord. He seems to be a cleric of the Morning Lord.
Okay. All right. That's it then.
I'm quickly just gonna heal.
Yeah, are you sheathing the sun sword, or are you keeping it out at all times here?
I'm keeping it out at all times.
Okay. Well, yeah. Anything else you guys would like
Where's
to
the
do?
mace?
The mace?
I'm
just
Cora
quickly
was
gonna
taking
heal
a look at
myself.
it. She has it currently.
Yeah, Rogar took it from me.
I haven't taken it.
I thought you wanted to take it. I thought you were looking at it. And
Oh
you
yeah,
kept it.
I guess.
He
Yeah.
took a look at it. He didn't
Okay.
notice anything either.
Am I just taking the mace?
Did you cast Cure
I'm
Wounds?
Someone's-
going to just gonna take a peek down this little alcove here.
Did you cast Cure Wounds, Beedrill? Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you take a look down this alcove, you see that it leads. There is a set of stairs that lead downward behind them.
Hmm.
Looking into the alcove,
And those little statue thingies.
you see that this arched room connects a vast chamber to the east, the one you're standing in, and a staircase that, it rises to the west. Alcoves in the north and south hold 8-foot tall sculptures of helmed knights with muscular builds as black shadows fall across their faces.
Nice.
Do they have that same little like tingy glow in their eye?
You can't see their faces.
I
Not
can't see
even
the
with
faces.
Mr.
Interesting.
Sunsword right here, radiating the light.
Yeah, the darkness never seems to leave their faces, even in the brilliant sunlight of the sunsword. At least from
Okay,
where you're standing.
Hey,
not
you want to go
quite
try
right
and
up
take
to
their
them.
armor?
that's ominous. You think I can fit in that?
They're 8-foot tall
Take your hood off,
sculptures
maybe.
of helmed knights. They're not real armor. It's a sculpture.
Damn it. Well, there's
Wanna
got to
go
be a plate
here?
armor
Do
somewhere
you want to
around
go
here.
back on the hallway? Hopefully find one. But do you want to continue up these like the stairs here? Do you want
I
to go
s-
to the other stairs? Do you want to go?
I say we do.
Are we going
Also,
upstairs or are we going downstairs?
I say we go. This
Well, what are we
way.
looking for? Is the real question.
Well, we
need to
also have to
for
look for
somebody's
the
crib.
clock man, apparently. Clock
That
man.
too. There's also a child
Clock
here
man.
that you guys have told me about. That the grandmother you met at Balaki, she had a doll. We should
Well,
have that doll still.
I don't think we're gonna find all three of them. So pick the most important one and
You
try and
see,
find
as
that.
you guys are discussing this, Esmeralda heads over, joining in on the conversation, and goes, I do believe greatest importance is finding Strahd's tomb. That is what we came here for.
Yes, I get it.
You
Yes.
you
So
are
we were
right.
thinking down.
You've got a point.
So we're
Is
thinking
this
down where a tomb would be.
so? Wait. So is this leading up or down?
Those
then?
stairs lead up.
Oh.
Oh, those should be up.
What are the
Okay.
other
Well,
stairs?
I'm gonna then go.
Down.
So yeah, you guys head over and take a look into this alcove, where you see what seems to be looking in here. Let me get the polygon view going here. Taking a look
Also,
in, you
yeah.
see the start of a set of stairs. This arched room connects a vast chamber to the east and a landing of a staircase to the west. To the left of the landing, you can slightly see that the stairs curl down into darkness. To the right, you can see that the stairs climb into thick drapes of cobwebs. There's alcoves in the north and south that hold 8-foot tall sculptures of helm knights with bright blades. Black shadows still obscure their faces.
A sculpture has bright blades.
They're never sculptures. They're never
And
just
they look like they're made of stone.
sculptures.
Well, that's cool.
What are the
Like,
gargoyles?
what if we could just take the swords? Interesting.
Can
Can we decide which
then,
way we're
I-
going?
Go ahead and
I
try to
need to
take
head
the
out.
swords from them, Finn.
You're stronger than I am. I only have
Well,
a
they're
10
they're
strength.
not real swords. They're not real swords. They're sculptures. The whole thing is a sculpture.
Okay.
I know. Well, down then, everyone. Yes, no.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can we
go
decide
down.
on which way we're going, and then I might have to head out.
I say we go down.
Oh, perfect.
Down
Well, we
seems
will
fair.
end it off
Also-
here then.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's about as far
Join
as I
everybody.
expected you guys to get, honestly.
Sweet.
But yeah, good
Actually,
job.
Yay!
woo! Biza, what alignment are you actually? Because like I actually don't know if I'm neutral or good at this point. Because I feel like I've been good this entire.
You told me
campaign.
neutral, so neutral.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything, so I'm going to assume neutral.
Okay. Neutral it is.
I literally haven't done it. Fuck it, chaotic evil.
Anyways,
Can I bring a statue to Rogard and ask him what he makes of it?
You're so mean.
No.
Rogard, what do you think of this? Hatch! I say as I throw it to him.
Well.
are you gonna catch it,
Fuck it.
Rogar? Yeah. So you
No.
catch the weighty statuette in your hands as you take a look at it. It seems to be a statuette of a small priest, and you feel. Give me a religion check, please.
Okay.
He's like, you are now the devil, you are Zariel himself.
Yeah, you
There you
feel a
go.
sense
Have fun.
of holy power. You're not quite sure what god it comes from, but you can feel the presence of a god within this statue, or at least a connection to one. Anyways, we should end here. Because Emmy needs to
okay,
go.
that's right.
Sorry, guys. I have to go back to my home, and my headache is killing me.
No worries. Wednesday, we good again next week?
Yeah.
No, I can't. I have to
yeah.
work.
Oh yeah.
Chat.
Yeah,
But
me.
Would any other day work next week?
I'm
for you guys?
sorry. I could do probably.
Tuesday.
Most part, I think. Yeah.
Not too sure yet.
Howdy do.
I could do like Monday, or I don't know. I'll send in the chat.
I didn't notice this.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Sent to the Discord.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye, Emmy.
Okay. Well then. Good night, Emmy. Have a good night. What a nice
Beautiful music.
to have. I love this music.
What does it get it?
It's just like a nice little jazz sort of thing.
Nice elevator jazz.
You almost made our paladin just turn into.
Why am I locked?
So far has been that little.
So you guys don't-
Oh, wait.
Oh, you like the acid ship music? I'm glad you liked it.
Wonderful.
I'll